celebrates 40 years as Dr. Marlena Evans on NBC Days of Our Lives, which, by the way, this year alone is celebrating 50th century. Deidre Hall is back with us, and you brought your two superfans with you, I understand. Yay! Matt and Paige, actually, you know.
Bring them with us. Restraining order.
But they have a couple of questions for you in just a little bit. But we know, 40 years, and you go back and think about day one. You know, that first day when did you have butterflies when you walked on set? Do you remember anything about
I felt so lost my first day because, of course, this was a group that had worked together for obviously years before I got there. And I was standing off camera watching McDonald Carey, who played Dr. Horton, and Frances Reed, who played Alice, and Amanda, the gal that played Amanda, Mary Friend, who was breathtaking. And I got drunk kind of watching her, and her hair moved just a certain way, and I thought, oh, she's just so pretty. And her name was Amanda. And so when I entered the scene, I said to Tom, nice to be here. I'm Dr. Evans. He said, you may call me Tom. And I said, well, that's fine. You may call me Amanda. And everybody stopped, and I thought, I know that was a lie. Part of me would never stop, hate for any reason. And Max said, no, darling, you're Marlena. She's Amanda. So, yeah, so corrected by the big guy the first day.
Wow. Well, look, you can see over the years, those 40 years, I know the writing and those writers produce so much material. Some of it is comedic, some of it is tragic, it's dramatic. We pulled a clip. This is from the 2004 season, and this is when the citizens of Salem confronted Marlena's look-alike, just Hattie, after killing half of the population in town.
We've all done that before.
Take a look.
Roman Brady was the best, bravest, most patient father in the whole world, and he's just my nose, God, beautiful, expensive nose. Don't touch my nose. Don't get you. Oh, man. No.
Stop. Look at her. She's doing. Who do you think was that woman ending Grant's life so horribly?
This is so good. You got no idea. How could you have any idea? Look at you, the whole bunch of you. You too, Blondie. Skinny, born to thin, that's what I say. And you, look at your breath. You got nothing in there. And you probably never met a cheeseburger, did you? Look at all. Shame on you. That old fat farm DeMera sent me to. It was rabbit food, morning, noon, and night. Not even a midnight snack, not once. I'm telling you, starvation makes you wacky.
That was brilliant.
That's so much fun.
But seeing that, can you imagine seeing those words on the page going, how am I going to bring this to life? That was brilliant.
Well, but I played Marlena for so long, who's just so nice. To play Hattie, oh my gosh, what fun.
I mean, that was a woman in need of a carbohydrate. That is true. That's a true story. It will make you mad if you try to
know what a carbohydrate is.
Is that Hattie or Marlena? Speaking of, Mark was just saying how many crazy cockamamie plot lines there were through the 40 years. Mm-hmm. So much so that you even turned them into a stand-up routine?
Oh, yes. Well, I went back to school for any kind of number of courses, and I saw one that was stand-up comedy. I thought, oh, that's got to be knee-slapping. So I took the course, and the graduation was having to do stand-up comedy at the Improv.
Oh my God.
Write your own. Yeah, write your own.
I've been trying to get in there for years.
Go back to school.
Do 40 years on days. I need to start.
So what happened?
It was the best. It was the best. I was with a class of about 10 people, and we had our own evening, and our families came, and we did our own stand-up.
But wait, did they not know you from TV when you?
Well, when I began the class, I was talking about my children that I talk about, the drop of a hat, and some of the class said, really, we know you from Days of Our Lives. You need to talk about being on the show.
Yeah.
So we kind of switched the routine up some, so I talk more about being on the days.
I mean, that's
genius.
Isn't that fun?
Do you remember any of it at all? Or?
I'll get back to you.
Okay. You should, the next time you come back, you should have it polished. We'll do it.
I'll polish it up for you.
Will it be fun?
Go back here, that would be genius.
Wow. All right. Let's turn to our super fans.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
We were just here today.
All right. Okay, Matt, you're first.
Yeah, first of all, I mean, my grandma was watching the show who got my mom into it, and she got me into it in junior high. But one of the things, looking there was John Black, who replaced your husband, Roman Brady, which was so over the top. To me, was there ever a storyline where you went, this is too much?
You know what, I was, and hi to your grandma.
Aw.
Sweet. Possession was what everybody talks about. That will be on my tombstone. Deidre Hall, Possession.
It was fabulous.
Thank you. It takes a village to get that kind of storyline out.
Okay.
But it was so dangerous. It was so much fun. It was so shocking that and that I got to play it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So that's one of my most outrageous, probably fun storylines. Don't you think?
Oh, it was always, but to me, I mean, just the thought of, was there a time there when you went, I don't know if people are going to buy this?
In the beginning, when I was told about it,
Yeah.
I was nervous.
You always sold it, though. You
Well,
did.
thank you. I had a lot of help.
I know.
Paige,
Yes.
your question.
My question for you, I know that you guys shoot far in advance, 6 months in advance. How do the writers deal with, because now with social media, everything's so immediate, and your fans are crazy. I mean, not us, of course, but your fans are super fans. So I would imagine them to be very invested in the storyline. Do they ever go back and change it? Because you're 6 months out.
You know, it's hard, and we really have to sort of read the mind of the audience ahead of time, because we're actually 5 months out. But our writers are acutely aware of what the audience wants. They've got their finger on the pulse of the community. We do storylines that are topical, that are timeless, and it's always a love story. We've got 3 love stories coming out this summer, mine among them. I didn't say wedding. Did I say wedding? No, I didn't say
Yes.
wedding.
Wait, I was just gonna ask
I
you.
don't think I said wedding, but there are several weddings coming up this summer.
What?
But that
And I love it.
Crossover with all of
Yeah. I've got a swing for you guys.
Exactly. We could do the wedding right here.
Oh,
For season 5.
Simmer down now, simmer down. So look, I mentioned at the top, the star, the induction in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which congratulations, what a great honor to be amongst those.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I would never, even if they offered it, I wouldn't, because I know that every single day I'd be going back to the star just to look at it, and I would get nothing done. So have you gone back and like stand there and relish the moment and wait for people to recognize your star and you, or no?
No.
I
Look,
guess
she's looking at you.
no, she's looking at me going, you're crazier than my character. No?
No. We've talked about going back and seeing it, at some point in the future, but
Oh,
just to make sure it's still there.
well, you know who has. You want to look over there? There's 2 people right there that actually had a chance to go.
No,
Yeah.
stop that. Have you looked at you?
So much so. Deidre, take a look at this. We're worried.
You see what they're doing?
We had to make sure, I mean, that the great Deirdre Hall
Oh my
remains as
gosh.
clean as possible.
Oh, yeah. Hollywood Boulevard gets a little dirty. We were not about to allow that to happen to our star. I was willing to risk a dirty hygiene to make sure your star was as immaculate as it should be.
Wow.
Well, we like to say, there might be, there it is. There might be sand in an hourglass, but there ain't any sand on your star.
Our days of our lives are going to be protecting you and your star.
Yeah.
Well, but you must be prepared. You must be prepared. So, in the event you guys can't be there, we have a little bit for you. So you are ready to go at any moment. Clean your own hall, your own star.
Give it to your son.
Should we give it to your son? Or
Something we could clean
Hi,
it.
honey. Paper towel. These are gloves. And these I know you've never seen. I'll introduce you all later.
Continue watching Deidre, Days of Our Lives. It's weekdays on NBC.
She gives us a beautiful painting. We give her a bucket of